Hi, friends out there. It's RLG Cast, and we're here for another episode of Tier List Land. Today we'll be reviewing nothing because it's a tier list. We'll be doing the Marvel Disney shows. I believe that's what this list is. I don't know yet. Putty will tell me if I'm right. I see him nodding, so I've chosen the correct uh, title
Theme
for this video. I'm here with JD, the Donut Man. He creates things like wrestling videos and donuts. I'm here with Putty, the Putty Man, also known
donuts.
as Putty Pool. He sometimes smells like chlorine, and he reviews stuff like movies and plays video games. Check him out.
Yeah.
Description. Now let's go into tier list line. Putty will be your tier master for the day.
All right. These are in order of release, so let's do it. First thing we have
Now, my
is
question is stuff like Loki. It's both seasons.
yeah, we're just counting the series. The series itself.
Okay, here my
Okay.
question is: are we gonna zoom in?
We can zoom in. We
Okay,
can't
wow.
see the button.
Yeah, there you go. That's cute. That's cute. Don't worry.
Well, I can't click on them now.
Okay, well, zoom out then, Putty. Zoom out.
All right. We'll start, but when they start moving up, it'll start working. Anyway, so the first one, I'm gonna go ahead and just jump in here and say this. One of my viewers is in love with this, and because of this series, he's also in love with the last one on the list, which doesn't make sense to me. Just because you love one series doesn't mean the other series.
We said she wasn't coming back for that last series.
So let's.
I told him the same thing.
Putty, tell them the categories. You even tell them the categories.
Okay, let's tell them. So the first one is Excelsior. If you don't know what Excelsior means, that is the slogan by Stan Lee. Anything he makes is Excelsior. Well, not anything he makes, but you get what I'm saying. It's his branding. It's the way to say something is amazing. It's
I have a
Excelsior.
pin there somewhere from New
Any
York
ideas
Comic
that
Con.
he stole are Excelsior.
All right. Next we have Avengers Assemble. I figured that's something
I love
that
how
people...
big your mouse icon is. It's gigantic on the screen. Okay, sorry.
Anyway, we have Avengers Assemble. I figured that was proper for our second category. It's a proper way of saying the Avengers all come together. They're big. There's Marvelous. That means it's just right in the middle. It's Marvelous still, but it's also Marvel, so it tends to be not always Marvelous, but we keep it there. Next, we have Hulk Smash. Hulk don't like. Hulk not like it. No like Hulk. Hulk don't like it. Put it there. Then
it's very new
they sewed
of you.
Yes, and then sewed his mouth shut. I picked this one particularly because when you sew someone's mouth shut that you clearly love, that is called the Merc with the mouth, it is the worst thing ever. So I'm not going to change that category because I believe still to this day that is
one of the worst movies. The worst thing ever. I knew it.
Wow. Anyway, so with the first, and these are all Disney Plus series. They're all in canon, which includes something I didn't want to add because we'll get to it when we get to it. But the first one we have is WandaVision. Bryson, don't say nothing in the comments.
Until we're ready to get here for Bryson, I want to do this for Bryson, okay?
Okay.
Let's put it in the bottom tier because it's dog shit, and let's just leave it there until we figure out what we're gonna do. We're not even gonna talk about this. We're not even gonna talk about this movie until Bryson leaves a comment. Okay.
He's probably already left it by now.
Putty, we're gonna make sure Putty sends this video to you for you to watch.
I will do it. I will personally send it to him. Okay,
Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I mean,
this is Excelsior.
I say we put it in Assemble for now.
Okay.
Just for now. But this is like basically my favorite series of the series, and I don't understand why people don't like it. I've seen so many rankings now that people saw the new Captain America, and this is last place on their Captain America list on everybody's list.
Even worse than Brave New World.
Everybody's list. This is last.
Brave New World is garbage.
Oh, we haven't seen it.
The first Avengers garbage.
But anyway, here's my point.
I've watched it, but
yeah, we haven't. We'll be seeing it soon. But and because I usually see it on those Fridays, but we're saving it anyway. Anyway, my point is, it's kind of funny too because I'm thinking about it now. We have Captain America in this, aka Falcon, which he now is the new Captain America. The movie's out, but then we also have Winter Soldier that has a movie coming out this year. I was actually going to rewatch this to prepare because I figured this is perfectly good to rewatch right now because it sets up both of the upcoming movies that are coming out.
And U.S. Agent is in this show, who's in the Thunderbolts.
Oh yeah, that's right. I didn't think about that.
And Valentina, whatever her name is, Julia Louis-Dreyfus there. She's in it too.
And you also have a whole day on a plane, so you might as well rewatch it.
Exactly.
Just put it on 1.25x and just fucking blow through it.
So that I agree. Avengers Assemble. Next, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I think this is Excelsior. There's Loki.
Excelsior.
Now,
yeah, it has to be the second season was absolutely fantastic.
Exactly. I recently had a conversation. I won't even say argument because I don't think it was an argument. I recently had a conversation with somebody, and their whole thing was about how bad season 2 was, and I was like,
what?
Okay, I was just like,
What are you
after a while, I gave
smoking?
up.
Season 2 was the best Disney Plus show they've
It's
had.
probably the best thing that Marvel ever made. Period.
I
Moving on.
agree. Okay, next we have. Oh, what if we add this to the bottom?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna get. I actually like the last season. I think the last season was actually pretty good. The seasons prior are not that good. Here's my thing with What If. What If is one of those things that when we grew up reading the comic books, they were one-off stories. There was no link to them. They were one-off stories to give you a great alternate version of the comic book. Now I understand that these are going to be the movies, so we get different buttons of it. What made this bad, and still to this day they're still doing it, and people like it, and I hate it, is they link them together. They're supposed to be one-shot comics, like we did when we were kids.
And they're
They
also
literally have
now
not
all
done.
canon.
So
Yeah.
you know what my issue with this is? Owatu is not supposed to get involved.
Nope. No.
And he gets involved.
But see, that's the reason why I actually kind of like this new season. They actually address that. But then here's the thing: they address that, and I was so happy they did. But then what happens is there's a whole more breaking of it. It's like this last season, I actually enjoyed it, and then all of a sudden, I was like, oh, they're actually facing him, breaking the rules and everything. And then all of a sudden, they become this superpower team, and I'm like, spoiler if you haven't watched it, but you know what? I don't mind spoiling this for you because you shouldn't watch it. But the point of the whole thing is like I was enjoying it until they got to that point, and I'm like until I got to that point, I'm like, why is it you're constantly wanting to break something that we enjoyed in the comic books because you feel like it needs to be different? We don't have to always have different. We just have to have slight changes to make it interesting. But the thing is
go finish.
Well, I was just gonna say no, I wasn't mad at you. I'm just mad in general because why is it you have to make these things surprising for people to read the comics when we're the ones that are gonna see it more and want to see the things that we love? We don't want you to change it.
Because for consumers to buy, they have to be linked together. That's why. I promise you, in the beginning, when the show was being like created, there was going to be no through link. It was going to be like a Tales of the Crypt show where every episode was introduced by him and whatever. And then the big guys at the top are like, well, if it's not part of the MCU, no one's going to buy the toy, so you got to make it part of the MCU. So like, okay, I guess we got to do that. And like, you could feel it because it feels shoehorned in. I never watched season 3 and I never will. I'm just after season 2, I hated season 1 and season 2 didn't make it any better.
Moving right along.
This actually belongs in Sewn His Mouth Shut because this show is poorly put together.
Yeah,
I agree.
There's a few good episodes, but that doesn't make the show good.
Right. Okay. Next we have Hawkeye.
I think it's marvelous to me.
I agree. Yeah.
I think
that was pretty simple.
It's extremely entertaining. It's the most fun, probably, of all the Marvel shows.
Yeah.
It's very buddy copy. And you get introduced to Elena and like, wait, that's her name, right?
Elena.
Yeah.
But I thought she gets introduced in Black Widow.
Okay,
no, she gets introduced in Black Widow.
She comes back.
Yeah,
okay.
Exactly.
Whoopity doo. We get Daredevil in this. I mean, we get Kingpin.
Yeah. All right. Next, we have Moon Knight.
Hulk smash.
Yeah.
Really?
I was expecting
I actually like Moon Knight. I do too. I agree with you on that situation. There were certain parts I liked until they got to the whole dream sequence with the hippo. I really enjoyed this series.
Yeah, I'm opposite. I think the first half of the show is so boring and it's so like.
It's only when they start explaining his multiple personality.
Like once we got towards the end, and then I thought the big fight scene at the end was really fun with the new girl. That
well, yeah, the ending was, but like once they got to that whole hospital thing where he's like that stuff for me was kind of boring, to be honest with you. But I mean,
I mean that was a lot of him digging into his own psyche, figuring out who he was and why he's all these people. Like I thought that was really smart. It's for me the first half of the movie is just a mishmash of random shit. And it's like it completely makes no sense. And if it wasn't for the last like 3 episodes, this show would have been sewed his mouth shut.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, this one is going to cause controversy because I know last time we did this review, you two I think agreed and I disagreed. It's Miss Marvel.
This is marvelous for me. It's ahead of Hawkeye.
Right behind. I would put it behind Hawkeye, but doesn't
I put
really
it behind
matter.
Hawkeye. I actually would go under Hulk smash behind Moon Knight, but I will compromise on that. I will actually I told you guys when we did the review, I didn't like Miss Marvel that much. It really didn't
Well,
appeal
we get
to
it.
me.
It's you don't like women and you're racist.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
He's a
Okay,
misogynist and a racist.
He's a
but he's a bigot.
He's a misogynist.
All right.
They call him Bigot Smalls.
Wow.
The rapper.
All right.
Listen, no, but it's a really fun show.
Yeah.
And it's plays out just like how it feels in the comic book. It's very true to the comic book, which is an excellent comic. The first 7 volumes are amazing. I don't know how many issues 7 volumes is, but I'd imagine it's like 35 or 40.
Okay, moving on. We have She-Hulk, Attorney at Law, which sounds like Birdman.
For me, I put this behind Miss Marvel. I thought this was pretty good.
This was okay as well.
Yeah, it's funny too. A lot of people hate on this. I get it because of the CGI, but there were some story elements I actually enjoyed in the show. I actually would put it ahead of Miss Marvel, but I know you guys won't do that. I actually liked it better.
If you want it that badly, go ahead. I don't really.
I mean, it's not like
I
would
rate
passionate.
them about the same.
Okay. Well, how about this? I'll just take that one then. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
All right.
It's, I actually really enjoyed She-Hulk. I thought it was funny. I thought that it was played like a sitcom, like a all-female sitcom.
Yeah.
And everyone got their wish. She's the first one in the MCU to break the fourth wall, or be a break the fourth wall character, I should say. Anyway, not the first one to break the fourth wall.
Daredevil.
Yeah, and Daredevil. Yep. Anyway, next we have Secret Invasion.
This is sewing his mouth shut.
Yeah.
Thank God. Behind, in front of What If or behind?
I think this might be worse than What If.
Yeah, this was really bad.
It was so horribly done, and then some of the reveals, like the whole thing with I can't think of his name right now. With War Machine, I can't think of his name right now.
Oh, Rhodes.
Rhodes, that was just so bad.
Cody Rhodes.
That was just so bad. Like Secret Invasion in the comic books is an amazing story, and they butchered it all to hell.
But the thing is, the thing about Secret Invasion in the comic books is they couldn't use any of the mutants.
But at this point, they had the mutants anyway.
No, they didn't at this point.
I'm pretty sure once they made Secret Invasion, they bought Fox.
Yeah, they owned them already.
Yeah, so they could have pushed this back and actually involved mutants, especially when like Deadpool and Wolverine.
They weren't going to
at this moment. Well, I know, but I'm saying, you know what I mean? There's a lot they could have done with that, and I'm just deeply upset.
They're going to do it in Secret Wars instead.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, well, we lost him. I think he
went bye-bye
on Impact.
No, I'm still here.
He's gone. He's gone. He left.
Okay, he's getting some donuts. Anyway, next we have Echo. You want to take over, Campo? What do you think? I think, honestly, I think
Echo's in the realm of Moon Knight for me.
I want to put it at the top of Hulk Smash based on the way that we're ranking these, but I don't think it was bad. I think it was fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, if you guys want it specifically here, I wouldn't be upset about it.
I can work with it. I'm down for that. Echo was one of those shows, like I feel like it's a decent show, but I would never go back to it. It was one of those. It was fun the first time to watch. What makes these shows so good, I've noticed, is what's his name is Kingpin. He is a solid Kingpin. Like I'm so excited for Daredevil Born Again because of his Kingpin. He is such a magnificent Kingpin. And it's the only reason why I was excited for Echo. And still, he's the major reason why I like Echo is because of him, you know? So, bravo to him and his days in, Law and Order? Anyway.
Dun,
dun.
He was also in Men in Black.
Yeah, he was. Sugar.
He's wearing an Egger suit.
Yeah. And then last, we have Agatha All Along.
I mean, it's Avengers Assemble for sure. And for me, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's in the same realm as Hawkeye for me. So
I agree on that. I would put in Marvelous.
Okay, so put it in Marvelous then. If that's how you want to live, if that's the kind of guy that you are, then you do it.
It was the story to me. The ending just was bad.
Yeah,
fair enough.
I agree. So then that goes back to this. Are we keeping
Wanda behind
here?
Captain America and the Winter Soldier or whatever the fuck it's called?
Right behind it.
I'm down for that.
All right. We're not going to explain it. We're not going to talk about it. We will not talk about this show. Elizabeth Olsen sucks. Wanda sucks.
She's never coming back.
Quicksilver sucks. Anyone related to their family, Magneto sucks. No, it's actually it's
Hey,
a pretty good show.
whoa.
It's a pretty good
Yeah,
show.
I was gonna say, hold up, but no, Magneto. Now we got.
It's a pretty good show. It has Kat Dennings. So how bad could it be?
Yeah,
exactly.
It's like if two broke girls were superheroes. It's essentially what this show is. No, it's actually WandaVision's pretty good.
Yeah,
It's
and she has
without WandaVision, we don't have any of these other shows.
we don't get Loki.
And Kat Dennings has a baby with Howard the Duck, so it works out in the end. So.
Whoa, hold on, what?
Oh, you both haven't seen What If season 3.
Howard the Duck has a baby with
Darcy.
With Darcy, there you go. I was gonna call her Carsey.
And one of the What If episodes, they have a baby together.
Well, I'm definitely not watching season 3.
Howard the Duck has a better shot with Kat Dennings than I do.
They have a baby.
How did Howard the Duck get both Kat Dennings and Leah Thompson?
I'm just saying. I know. I thought the same way. You just have to go watch season 3, and then
So
if
what
you guys
you're
want to do
telling me is he got 2 broke girls and then went back to the future.
Yeah.
This guy fucks.
Yeah. Howard the Duck is a pimp. Let's just say that.
Fuck is more like.
Well, you got to remember he got married.
We're not getting. We lost monetization a long time ago on this one.
And there's your list. Is it just me, or does it always look like our list are giving the middle finger to whatever?
Always.
It does, because then the thumb is like the little one at the end too.
Yeah.
That's what we call
there's your list. But I think that's good.
Yep.
I think it's okay. I can't really complain. I mean, like this is a solid list. Loki's good.
I'd put Falcon and thing right behind Loki, but
and I'd put Agatha up one. But I mean, I might even put Echo up one. But she is how she is. Thank you for watching. If you guys want to see more of Putty, he's on OnlyFans. Check that out. And if you want to see more of JD, Pornhub.